Let's get loud, let's get loud. I hope Ashanti ain't in this crowd.
Give me your wig, give me your wigs. You don't know what to do with it. Give me your wig, give me your
I hope y'all ready for jokes, because this ain't gonna be no in-depth, real academic ass video. I'm going to be cracking jokes, okay? Amy Klobuchar went up there. As soon as she started talking this inauguration, she was just like, and we got our first nigga who's gonna be in the office, and we got our first Latina, Asian, Native American, Muslim. We got our first tokens. We got our first tokens that we let in the government. I'm like, okay, thank you so much, Amy. You know what? Amy Klobuchar said, hey, y'all see? You got some fellow niggas up here. Y'all see we got some niggas over here, bro? We got some niggas in the government, bro. Okay, all jokes aside, I think the older I get, the more I am not excited about, like, oh, the first X, the first black, the first, Hispanic, the first trans person in a position of government. I think it's because, as I have been educating myself, as I have just been more experienced in life and just seen what the government does to people, and especially American government, I'm not like jumping up for joy because specific people who are members of, a demographic of people who have historically been marginalized, oh, just these specific people from these groups that are still being fucked over, one of them made it to a position of power. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited? I was just like, thank you so much, Amy, for your enthusiasm. Anyway, before I go on further, I have to plug it in. I almost forgot. Make sure you go to patreon.com/AdrianExpression because the latest podcast episode is entitled Cheeto's Last Day, and we had a blast over there. I think it's almost an hour-long episode. Patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Check it out. Let me know what you think. We had a blast, and today we're going to be talking about the goddamn inauguration. And before I get further into the inauguration, because I thought that shit that Amy was talking about was funny. Amy ass is annoying as hell and weird. It's not like she was saying anything wrong during this inauguration. I'm not saying that. I just find it so funny how like the overall government, overall society works with this shit. Like, we're gonna suppress you bitches, but oh my god, if one of you bitches manage to make it to the government, oh, a token. But anyway, yeah, before I talk more about the inauguration, I think that it's funny because I saw this type of language was used in the inauguration itself as well as online, and the people watching, oh yeah, I guess because Biden has been elected, they're just like, oh yeah, Trump has been defeated, fascism has been defeated, white supremacy has been defeated. I'm like, mama, what are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? Nothing has been defeated. How are you gonna, like I said on Twitter, how are you gonna defeat the foundation? Are you gonna defeat the atoms that this country is made out of? Like, damn, this mama's like, and on top of that, like I also said, Donald Trump has been running through y'all's imperialists' checks and balances like it's the Tomb Raider. I mean, you could call him the Flash, you could call him Dash from The Incredibles. He's been running across them holes, running through them holes. I mean, the Speed Force took him to a different timeline, bitch. He's been dragging the fuck out of these checks and balances. What the fuck y'all talking about defeating? He served all 4 years of his term. He lost the popular election. He was still elected president, and he served all 4, and he made y'all look like fools while doing it. You know what I mean? Every headline, oh my god, this shit is bad, this shit is bad. Trump is doing some bad shit, Trump is doing some bad shit, Trump is doing, every single headline, Trump is doing some worse shit, it's getting so bad. Y'all didn't do shit, nothing happened. What are you talking about defeated shit? Y'all didn't defeat anything. If anything, what actually happened is Trump just made them loopholes like so much more noticeable. I think that if anybody else came in here trying to do the same kind of things that Trump is doing, they will learn from his mistakes. They will be like, okay, girl, if I want to, start a coup or fuck some shit up or get the dictatorship going, I'll do these things that Trump did, but I will avoid his pitfalls. So I think that if somebody had Donald Trump's personality and his motives and his values or lack thereof, but also had the ability to fake a little bit of empathy, also had a little bit more IQ points, I think that we would be having a totally different discussion right now. We would have a totally different president. You see what I'm saying? So people are talking about, oh girl, it's been defeated, it's been defeated. It's like, what are y'all seeing? And it's for this reason I want to see what's gonna happen in the next 4 years. What is the political landscape gonna look like in the next 4 years? What is the election gonna be looking like in the next 4 years? Who's gonna be running? And I know I spoke about this already, but also it's going to be the rebranding of these politicians that's going to drive me up the wall. They had already started doing it with Mike Pence, and my feelings about America and the Obamas aside, this is why I could not be a politician. Like, I cannot, like y'all was talking about Michelle's hot comb and fist bumps and shit when they was over there you know, kikiing it up, Obama's and them, Biden and them, kikiing it up with a homophobic ass Keebler elf named Mike Pence. Like, it's just, I could never. But I mean, it's to be expected, of course. That's how they do politics anyway, reach across the aisle and get fucked over. So, you know, I shouldn't expect the decorum, the public decorum, the way they act to be anything different. This is nothing new. But this is the reason why I'm saying that even if I had the desire to or qualifications to, I could not be one. I could not be a politician. I'd be like, girl, get out my fucking face. Like, get out my face, get out my face. So, child, at this inauguration, I think this was my favorite image ever because this is the type of energy that I have for these kinds of events, for America's weirdo ass. Bernie sat his ass down in this chair and crossed his legs and said, hey girl, the only reason I'm here is because I heard y'all got some good food. At the end of this, I heard that there's a whole fucking cafeteria set up and it's gonna be some good grub hole. He said he's going to tolerate listening to these hoes in his little coat that he be wearing. He crossed his legs and said, hey girl, just wake me up when the food come out. And I couldn't agree more, Bernie. I don't know. I'm so sorry, girl. The DNC fucked you over real bad. They fucked you over, girl. So yeah, Bernie was looking like he was sitting at a restaurant and the food was taking a little bit too long. That's what happened with Bernie. Now let's talk about Lady Gaga doing this national anthem. It was cute. Lady Gaga came out here looking like an inverted ass rose with that dress on. She was really cute. She was giving me very much Mockingjay with this big ass bird that was on her goddamn chest. I'm wondering if, you know, that was Betsy. We already had to say goodbye to Betsy. We're saying goodbye to Donald now. But I'm wondering if Lady Gaga reached inside somebody's cemetery or coffin or something like that and just got Betsy and her career and just pinned it to her shirt, and that's why she came out here looking like that. But either way, she looked great, she sounded cute, it was fun. The land of the free and the home of the brave. Woo, 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 yeah, well, okay. Then we got to Miss J-Lo. Can someone please explain to me what's going on with J-Lo? Someone explain to me. Now, when I saw that J-Lo was gonna be performing for the inauguration, I don't know if I thought that it was like inauguration themed events or like other events around the inauguration, because it's no shade. When I saw J-Lo that she was gonna perform, I thought they were gonna give her a big stage and let Miss Mamas do what she does best, is just to give us a very muted but choreographed performance. I thought that that's what was going to happen. So, you know, you can imagine my surprise when she stepped down there. You know, she was stepping down the inauguration steps. And I was like, okay, you know, the stage is still pretty small. What's Miss Mama's gonna be doing? You know, I was a little shocked. Now, Miss Mama's looked good. She looked, you know, cute with that white on. It was a nice little outfit. I was very surprised that the green dress didn't show up. I thought she was going to make an appearance. I thought Miss Green Dress was gonna show up, mama. She didn't. She came out there singing "This Land Is Your Land." These vocals are mine, ma'am. This song was made for me and me. Okay. She came out there and she was like, hey girl, you know, she did her little singing, she did her little singing. Now I don't know why you would need the backing track for something like that, no shade. It was giving very much row your boat. And the stream wasn't so gently down that stream. Anyway, she rode that boat and she sung that shit. And then towards the end of it, she was like, let's get loud. I was like, let's get soft. Let's get quiet. Let's get silent. Or we could just be silent. Let's get whispery like Janet. Let's close our mouths. Let's hush up. The loudness, I don't think we need that anymore. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know who told her that. Oh, the volume's not loud enough. Girl, the TV is loud enough. Everything, you know, I checked the volume, I checked my speakers, everything is working, but we don't need anything. We don't need it louder. We don't need it louder. But yeah, y'all, then Joe Biden came up there talking about all the changes that their ass is not gonna do. They come up there talking about, oh, we gotta join hands with these motherfucking crazy ass racists and shit, come together. He's gonna be the people. He's gonna be the president for all people. All lives matter. And that's it. I mean, somebody else started preaching at the end of it. Y'all already know how I feel about that God shit. Get that shit out of my face. I turned that shit off so quick, and that was it. I mean, that's the inauguration. I don't know what else y'all want me to say. Goodbye to Donald Trump's old garbage disposal in the mouth face ass. So happy to be done with him. But Joe Biden, you're up next to get roasted. Now, Joe, since you want to be talking about all this bullshit and you want to be so excited and you're going to be president for all people and all this shit, what you need to do is stop talking that shit. Y'all got sworn in already. Take y'all asses to, I want you to go to studentaid.gov or Sally Mae or whatever the fuck, and log into those websites as the administrator, because that's what your ass is right now as of 12:01 today. You need to log into these websites and start forgiving some debts. I mean, I'm talking about, it needs to be like Oprah giving away cards. You get student loan forgiveness. You get student loan forgiveness. It's very interesting how these things kind of diminished as you got closer to your presidency. I mean, I heard you talking about the cages, like, oh girl, we're gonna immediately reverse that as soon as I get in the office. And then as you got closer to inauguration, we're just like, well, we gotta really weigh our options out. I heard you them bitches talking about, oh, we're $50,000 in student loans we're thinking about forgiving. Then this bitch gonna say $10,000. This bitch said $2,000 we're gonna give y'all for stimulus check. This bitch gonna say $1,400. I'm watching you. On that note, I'm done running my mouth. It was fun. I love y'all so much. If you want more, like I always say, make sure that you go to patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Let us take some extra strength Tylenol and maybe a sedative for these next 4 years, because I'm already tired. But at least we won't have to see that struggling ass, you know, needle in a haystack built ass toupee, that fucking tumbleweed ass toupee, that dry ass grass toupee, that grass that make the fucking fires start in California, that grassy ass toupee. At least we won't have to see that shit on our screens anymore. Oh my God. Good riddance, Donald Trump. And for the rest of y'all, make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.